Let me start with a story. A few years ago, I was at a party trying to impress someone I found attractive. I was doing what I thought would work, cracking jokes, trying to appear interesting, and going out of my way to be agreeable. But the more effort I put in, the less interested she seemed. Later, I saw her talking to someone else, a guy who wasn't doing much at all. He was calm, composed, and seemed entirely unbothered by what anyone thought. And yet, people gravitated toward him, including her. I couldn't help but wonder, what does he have that I don't? What I learned later changed my perspective on attraction and relationships completely. It's not about flashy gestures or trying to win someone over. It's about inner strength, the kind of strength that shows you're grounded, confident, and content within yourself. This is what commands respect, not just from women, but from everyone. This concept is at the heart of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that teaches us how to control our emotions, live with purpose, and focus on what truly matters. In the next few minutes, we'll explore how Stoic principles can transform not only your perspective on attraction, but your entire approach to life. At the heart of Stoicism is the idea of self-mastery, being unshakable in your personal values. This means knowing who you are, what you stand for, and refusing to compromise on those principles, no matter the situation. In the context of attraction, it's about showing that your sense of self-worth doesn't depend on someone else's approval. Women respect men who have this kind of grounded confidence because it signals strength and independence. Another key principle is emotional control. Life and relationships can throw all sorts of challenges your way. A Stoic man doesn't react impulsively or let others dictate his mood. Instead, he remains composed and thoughtful, responding only to what truly matters. Imagine you're on a date and something goes wrong. Say, the restaurant messes up your reservation. A reactive person might get angry or flustered, but a Stoic man stays calm, reassures his date, and handles the situation with grace. That level of control is both rare and deeply attractive. Finally, maintaining high personal standards is crucial. A Stoic understands that his time and energy are valuable, so he doesn't chase after anyone indiscriminately. This isn't arrogance, it's self-respect. By being selective, he shows that he values himself, and in turn, others are more likely to value him. Let me illustrate this with a story. A friend of mine, Alex, was once introduced to someone at a networking event. She was clearly used to being the center of attention, and most men would have fallen over themselves to impress her. But Alex didn't. He listened intently, asked meaningful questions, and shared his thoughts without trying to win her over. She later told him that his calm, composed demeanor made him stand out. It showed her he wasn't desperate for attention and was comfortable in his own skin. This is the power of Stoicism in action: self-mastery, emotional control, and maintaining high personal standards. Together, they create an aura of respect and admiration that no amount of superficial charm can replicate. Being hard to impress sends a powerful signal. You're someone who values yourself and your time. This doesn't mean being cold or dismissive. It's about showing that your approval is meaningful because it's not given away easily. When you're selective, it communicates that you have high standards, not just for others but for yourself. Women respect this because it reflects a sense of inner strength and independence. But let's be clear. There's a fine line between arrogance and genuine confidence. Arrogance is rooted in insecurity. It's loud, showy, and often seeks validation. Genuine confidence, on the other hand, is quiet and unshakable. It's the belief that you're enough as you are, without needing to prove anything. A man with genuine confidence doesn't feel the need to boast or dominate conversations. He listens, observes, and speaks only when he has something meaningful to say. This all ties back to self-respect. When you respect yourself, you naturally project an aura that draws others in. You're not chasing approval because you're already secure in your worth. This creates a magnetic attraction that's hard to ignore. Imagine two men at a social gathering. One is trying hard to impress, cracking jokes, and constantly seeking attention. The other is calm, composed, and engaged in meaningful conversations without trying to stand out. The latter will always command more respect because his self-assurance speaks louder than words. In real-world terms, this might look like being thoughtful about the compliments you give or taking time to evaluate someone's character before investing your energy. For example, instead of immediately reacting to a compliment or attention from someone you're interested in, you pause, consider their intentions, and respond thoughtfully. This restraint shows that your emotions are not easily swayed and that your standards are rooted in who you are, not in the need for external validation. By embodying this mindset, you become the type of person who commands respect and admiration effortlessly, not just in relationships but in all areas of life. To embody Stoic principles in attraction, it starts with developing an unimpressible mindset. This doesn't mean being dismissive or indifferent. It means valuing your approval so highly that it's not swayed by superficial qualities. Start by asking yourself, what truly matters to me? When you anchor your standards in values like integrity, kindness, and character, you stop being overly impressed by external factors like looks or status. This shift allows you to remain composed and discerning in any interaction. Next, building genuine self-confidence is essential. Confidence isn't about pretending you have it all figured out. It's about being comfortable with who you are, flaws and all. A practical way to cultivate this is by setting small, achievable goals daily and sticking to them. Each time you keep a promise to yourself, whether it's going to the gym or finishing a project, you reinforce the belief that you are capable and dependable. Confidence grows when you consistently show up for yourself. Maintaining emotional boundaries is another key strategy. Stoicism teaches us that while we can't control how others act, we can control how we respond. In relationships, this means being mindful of where your emotions begin and end. A simple exercise is to pause before reacting, especially in heated moments. Ask yourself, is this worth my energy? This practice helps you remain calm and measured, traits that are universally respected. Here are a few practical exercises to adopt Stoic principles. 1. Daily reflection. Spend 5 minutes at the end of each day reviewing your actions. Did you stay true to your values? 2. Negative visualization. Imagine losing the things you take for granted. This helps you value what you have and avoid neediness in relationships. 3. Journaling. Write down situations that triggered you and analyze what you could control and what you couldn't. To make this interactive, let's do a quick exercise together. Think of a recent situation where you felt the need to impress someone. Now, ask yourself, was I acting in line with my values or was I seeking validation? By recognizing these moments, you start building the foundation for inner strength and self-respect. Through these strategies, you can practice Stoicism in tangible ways, transforming not only how others perceive you, but how you perceive yourself. And that's where real respect begins. Let me leave you with a story of personal transformation. A few years ago, I found myself constantly seeking validation, whether in friendships, work, or relationships. I thought being liked was the ultimate goal, but the more I tried to impress others, the more I lost sight of myself. Then I discovered Stoicism. It taught me that real strength comes from within, from living by your values and being unshaken by external approval. Over time, I stopped chasing acceptance and started focusing on being the kind of person I respected. The shift was life-changing. Not only did I feel more confident, but the respect and admiration I once sought began to come naturally. Here's what we've covered today: self-mastery, emotional control, and maintaining high personal standards are the pillars of Stoicism in attraction. Being hard to impress doesn't mean being distant or cold. It means valuing yourself and the relationships you choose to invest in. Now it's your turn. Start small. Reflect on your values, practice emotional restraint, and set boundaries. Ask yourself daily, am I living in a way that commands respect, not through words but through actions? Personal growth isn't about perfection, it's about consistent progress. I'll leave you with this. As Marcus Aurelius once said, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be one. The path to respect and attraction starts within, and when you commit to it, you not only elevate yourself, but inspire those around you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.